We're bombing Venezuela right now. It is 2:35 a.m. and Pete Kedsbrook, fucking cosplay G.I. Joe, is literally bombing Venezuela. You guys didn't stop them when they were bombing boats in the ocean.
Going into another country with enough firepower to take their president and then saying you're going to charge their president with criminal charges in our country is such an insane breach of sovereignty. I'm like so shook.
And we've sort of set the stage for where we are arriving today. This particular bullying and the use of sanctions to eventually intervene and make regime change really does not help the people of countries like Venezuela.
So, you knew this was coming today. Let's start at the beginning. I think about 8 years ago, I started talking about this Maduro shithead because people in Venezuela were fucking starving. It was called the Maduro diet. People lost on average 42 pounds. Think about how skinny you'd be 42 pounds lighter. Right? 42 pounds on average. That means some people lost less, some people lost more. Some people fucking starved. Right? Some people lost all, some people became deadweight. Right? It was bad. I remember doing a video about it. 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Right? So we've been having problems with Venezuela. Venezuela's a bad place run by a bad man. He's the president. They had an election. He lost. And he said, well, that's nice. How cute. And then he just kept on being president. Then they had another election. He lost. And he went, well, that's cute. Just kept on being president. Can't get rid of the fucking man. Right? So, people were pissed. Donald Trump starts bombing all of these fishing boats. Starts bombing all of these drug boats. Right? People are like, what the fuck? We're sending carrier fleets and shit down there to just... We're just picking up their oil tanker. Just picked up an oil tanker. Yeah, it's ours. But that bullet, no, it's ours. We just took the shit. Like, shit's been going wild down there. And I'm like, man, I know something's going to go on. And everybody's like, Trump's going to announce a war. He's going to start a war. We're starting a war. It's going to be a war. And I'm like, I don't think Donald Trump's going to start a war. I didn't know what was going to happen. I never predicted this shit. Right? In a wild rant, I would say something like this. But I wouldn't actually think this would happen because I've grown up in the America since 1979. All I know is the America of the 80s and the 90s and the 2010s and, you know, right? This is all I know. And for the whole of the time, we have seemed exceptionally incompetent and kind of weak. Right? Like, we went over there to fight motherfuckers that were hiding in caves and throwing rocks. And it took us 20 years to go up to a stalemate and then just to give them all of our shit and then just leave. You know what I mean? Like, that just seems fucking incompetent. Everything since Vietnam has just seemed kind of incompetent. Like, I don't know, it just always had the feel of just dragging. Just dragging out. It's, oh, fuck me. It's just, this shit never ends. We've been at war pretty much the whole of my fucking life. It was the fucking Russians in the 80s, and it was Cold War, but nevertheless, and then it was Iraq in the 90s, and fucking Afghanistan, and Iraq again, and it's been at war my whole fucking life. And finally we're not at war anywhere. Really. Hold on, getting to it, right? I don't think Donald Trump's gonna start a war. It seemed for all the world like it. Tucker Carlson, as brilliant as I still think he is, he's like, Donald Trump's he's gonna declare war. And I'm like, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, if there's one thing I've learned in the time that Donald Trump has been president, Donald Trump understands the fucking power that he wields. We are the most powerful country in this world, period, full stop. I don't give a shit, whatever you want to, but China can get 1 billion people all together in the same room and make them do something in uniform. I don't give a shit, fuck you. No, we are hands down the top. At least we fucking well should be. We should be the top in everything. But really what we're the top in is being fucking stupid and fraud. We're amazing at allowing fraud. And just going, well, I need their votes. Like, dude. But I didn't think that Donald Trump was going to be starting a war. I just didn't buy it. And I saw Venezuelan generals, military leaders, all gathered around a map table, pointing at it with sticks and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, am I watching like a bad Batman flick? Like, what the fuck? Is this like some 007 shit? Is this Roger Moore 007? Or is this Sean Connery 007? Or is it my favorite, George Lazenby? A little hokey, a little weird, like they're all in their little uniforms and they're pointing at it with sticks and they're talking about how they're going to defend against the U.S. landing on the beaches and trying to form a beachhead, fucking D-Day style. And I'm like, and like it's this war I've had with myself my whole fucking life. We're the fucking United States of America. You seriously think we're going to roll up onto the fucking shores like it's D-Day again? Let you just make sure you clear those mortar holes real quick, boys. Over the side, over the side. Rather drown than be shot by 5,000 rounds coming right at your face. No, we're not going to do... Are you... What? No. I'm like, that can't... There's... I'm just like, there's no fucking possible way we can seriously be that fucking retarded. We're not going to start a war or anything. But Donald Trump initiated Operation Get That Motherfucker and Bring Him Here, I want to talk to him. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, fucking Venezuela time, the U.S. just rolled up in there, said, hey man, get you and your wife and your kids, fucking come on, we're leaving. And on a plane they went. They bombed the shit out of some military infrastructure, some military things. Get them all fucking riled up, and oh my god, we're being invaded. And then we just pluck up the president and his chick and just, we're out. And then that was it. As far as I'm aware, that's it. Now this shit happened last night, but as far as I'm aware, that's it. So all of the protesters who are out there chanting, stop bombing Venezuela, granted, as far as I am aware, we are not bombing Venezuela. We did it a little bit last night. hit some military targets, and we snatched up the president, and then we left. No more need to bomb. What do we need to bomb him for now? Right? The vice president or whatever said, hey, everybody get out in the streets and protest this because it's bad. And like 20 people showed up. And then hours later, there's all manner of people happy all over the fucking world. They're all happy and cheering and yay, fuck Maduro. Do you think there was any way to get him out of here other than something like this? No. These are Venezuelan people. No. There was no other fucking way to get his ass out. I didn't think so either. Because it's been a long time that motherfucker's just kind of been there. And the people are unhappy about it because they voted him out. Twice. And there he fucking still is. He's still the fucking president? Like, imagine if you wake up January 20th, 2029, and there's Donald Trump standing there with Melania with his hand on a Bible, swearing himself in as president. That'd be fucking crazy. And I bet you all of the people that are pissed off that the two-time go fuck yourself, I don't give a shit what you voted for, I'm still your president, Maduro, they want him sent back. They want him freed. They want him to be put back so that he can go back to being a fucking dictator. Which is what they accused Donald Trump of. And they're pissed that he was arrested? Really? A foreign leader arrested? You know how many people go out and protest every time Benjamin Netanyahu comes to this fucking country? You know how many people go out there and protest and say that he should be arrested when he enters this country? So if it's Netanyahu from Israel, oh yeah, well we should arrest him because he's a war criminal. But the guy who's like, no, I'm just going to keep being president. Fuck off. Like that guy, no, he's cool. So it's cool if Donald Trump says, no, I'm going to just keep being president, fuck off. No, that wouldn't be cool. So it's not cool if Donald Trump does it, but if Maduro does it. Well, I mean, that's convenient for you since you don't live in fucking Venezuela, you tard. Like, that's the other thing. I'm seeing a lot of videos of a lot of Venezuelan-looking people dancing in the street waving fucking Venezuelan flags. I see a video of a motherfucking Venezuelan dude crying about how happy he is. Like, a whole lot of the refugees that we have in this country are Venezuelans escaping Maduro. You know what this smells like to me? A lot of people are like, oh, this is Donald Trump trying to get the Nobel Peace Prize. And he's going to, install this lady that they voted for and make her a puppet president that they voted for so that, things can get better and we don't want that to happen. Fucking... He's doing it over the oil contract. Do you even understand what's going on with that? Like, do you even understand that? Because I remember watching a video on it 8 fucking years ago about how Venezuela used to be one of the wealthiest nations in this world. And then all of a sudden, they went socialist, communist, whatever the fuck it is. They went with some sort of ist that wasn't capitalist. They went with a lowercase ist. Right? And then all of a sudden, people are losing 42 pounds on average. And why? Because the government took control of all the private oil everything that was going on. The government took control of all of it. They kicked out all of our companies. They kicked out everybody's fucking companies. Anybody that was drilling oil, anybody that was trying to get oil out of the fucking ground, no, we're going to take all your shit. It's ours because it's on our land. Fuck off. You get out of here. All our oil. And everything went to shit after that. Because they went fucking retarded. And they said, no, we're going to kick in our lot with Russia and China and North Korea and Iran. And we're going to hang out with those fucking retards because they're doing also fire great. And things took a fucking nosedive. So yeah, Donald Trump is using the excuse of, we want to be able to go back in there and drill for oil, as kind of a way of saying, you really shouldn't be fucking socialist or communist, whatever the fuck you are anymore, because that's fucking you up. You should go back to doing the shit that worked. It's not like we just are going to go in there and be like, these are all our oil dikes because we put them here and you all took them and so we're just taking them back now. We pay money for the rights to that oil, to dig that oil. We pay for that. It's called oil rights. Or land rights or whatever the fuck it's called. There's a name for it. I don't remember particularly what it is. But nevertheless, it's not like we just go in there and steal that shit. It's paid for. That's part of the reason why they're poor now. They ain't making money. So, yet again, the Democrats have figured out a way to be opposed, yet again, for things that they have cried for in the past, and they are now in favor of things that they literally went out and marched in force against. I didn't have Democrats will make themselves look entirely unprincipled and completely retarded within 1 week of the new year. I didn't have that shit in my bingo card. Sorry. I really should make a bingo card. I should do a prediction bingo card for this year and see what happens. That'd be fun. But, fuck me, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Shit's crazy. Donald Trump picked him up. I'm interested to see what happens from here, right? I am interested to see how Venezuela reacts to this in coming days. Hopefully, the lady that was voted for will be able to go in there and become president. And hopefully, she will be able to guide Venezuela back into becoming one of the wealthiest nations in this world. I sincerely hope that happens. And I think a big part of the reason why we're trying to do that, it's like if Donald Trump can personally just hand put the Nobel Peace Prize winner in the office that she earned, boy, doesn't that just look funny. You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of funny, I think. But also, I think it's a big thing of immigration. I think there's a big immigration aspect of this, right? The more, like, Iran is falling right now. Everybody in Iran is fucking rioting in the streets. They're fighting against the government in Iran because they're fucking tired of this shit. They're tired of everything they earn being taken from them so that it can be turned into missiles and launched at people. They're tired of that shit. They're tired of being bombed. They're finally doing what I've been begging them to do for the entirety of my life. Well, if you guys live in such a shithole, take your fucking country back. Mexico's doing it right now. Fucking France is doing it right now. Europe is doing it right now. There's a lot of fucking places right now that are fighting back against assholes running their countries. And Venezuela, hopefully, won't have to really fight for it. I hope that there isn't a government or a military dictator wannabe fucking shithead who's going to try and fight all this shit. I really hope that doesn't become a thing. But if it does, well, we'll just pick his ass up too, I guess. And we'll pick up every fucking idiot that's not the woman they voted in! Until finally, she can become the president of the country that voted for her, and then she can run the country as she sees fit. Hopefully in a much better way than it is now. And I bet you by the end of this year, the president of Venezuela is going to be talking about how awesome Donald Trump is, and how Venezuela is already beginning to prosper and things are already starting to get better, and we're going to have another country that's going to have another giant monument of Donald Trump in it, saying, hey, this guy was fucking amazing. He's going to win another award from another country. We never give this to anybody that's not Venezuelan. But we're going to give Donald Trump the honorary Venezuelan whatever the fuck he needs so that he can be the most badass Venezuelan award. He's going to get another one of those. Never got that Nobel Peace Prize, though. 50 countries gave me awards that they never give to anybody that isn't a countryman, and I've never got a Nobel Peace Prize. It's like... Donald Trump is bombing children! No, he's not. Like, dude, this shit is fucking retarded. Like, before anybody knew what the fuck is happening, before anybody knew what the hell's going on, what happened, all we knew was that planes were flying low and things were raining fire down onto parts of places. That's all we knew. And immediately he's bombing he's bombing hotels. He's bombing fucking apartment buildings. He's killing as many Venezuelans as he possibly can. Men, women, children, doesn't matter to Donald Trump. He's just a bloodthirsty Well, they just bombed some military targets just to stir them up so that they could just snatch up Maduro and leave. And that was all they did. Anybody get hurt? None of our people got hurt? Oh, a couple people got hurt? Nobody got killed? Oh, nobody got killed. Well, I guess that's good. How many Venezuelans got killed? Don't know. We'll find out. Might have been none. How crazy would that be? How insane would it be if literally nobody was killed and a couple of guys got hurt? Oh, we've been at war for like 30 out of the 40 years of my life. I wonder if Donald Trump was president instead of Obama, if we would have just got Bin Laden like the first couple months of his presidency. We were like, we know where he is, we'll go fucking get him. No, I want to wait around a couple years until I really need the kick so that I can get my second term. Yeah, whatever, man. Like, yet again, it's one of those things. It's the reason why I could never work at a union shop. I cannot reduce my capacity to work to match other people. I work at the pace I work at. Some places it's slower, some places it's faster. I've worked jobs where both were true. I have worked jobs where I was the shittiest employee in the whole fucking place, and I've worked jobs where I was the best employee ever, and I changed the entire culture of the company, and now everything just runs smoother. I work at the pace I work at. Right? I'm an Obama type of president. I work at the pace I work at, right? But Donald Trump is a guy who's like, no, we're going to go in and get shit done. And he just gets shit done. Well, what are we going to do about this Venezuela situation? Just pick him the fuck up. Well, can we just pick him the fuck up. We know where is he? Well, he's right here. We'll pick him the fuck up. It's starting to feel like the America that I always like knew we were, but just felt oddly mystified that we never really kind of were. It's good to see that we're actually like, you know, not totally fucking worthless.